Fairy tales bring to mind images of magic and wonder, of fairies, witches, and magical creatures, of potions, spells, and curses, of frogs that turn to princes and princes that turn to swans, of beauties, beasts, and dragons, and pretty much every fantastical image the human mind can conceive. The magical disappearance of all problems through the use of potions and spells, or even the wave of a wand, fascinates me. Now, usually this is done by fairies, witches, and magical creatures. But if we were to substitute these characters for medical professionals, say like doctors, nurses, or traditional healers, these actions would appear to be more healing, more curative, more real. My research aims to examine the relation between key developments in medicine and fantasy literature of the 19th century. Now, this will be done through a narrative and historical analysis of selected Victorian fairy tales from a medical perspective. I examine the intersection and convergence of magic, medicine, and metamorphosis to analyze the significance of medical representations in Victorian fairy narratives. Let's consider the fairy tale of the Little Mermaid. Now, when the Little Mermaid drinks the potion given to her by the sea witch, she's transformed into a human with 2 legs. But the process of a transformation is quite painful, and the cost of it is really high because she must endure the pain of walking on ice. From a medical perspective, this can be viewed as a post-operative phase of a surgery, maybe, of trauma and healing, and of recuperation never really being a certainty, a situation that would have been quite common in the post-operative procedures of the 19th century. You can see similar medical interpretations in fairy narratives like Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, The Red Shoes, Bluebeard, to name a few. This is why the site of my investigation is the fairy tale, because the versatility and timelessness of fairy tales lends itself to multiple interpretations. I'm investigating medical representations and interventions seen in fairy narratives as another way of understanding medical practices of the 19th century, and not really in opposition to prevalent practices, and perhaps another way of understanding life in Victorian Britain through the narratives of the 19th century. Thank you.